All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. October 24th, we have Game 7 of the NLCS to jump into in today's video. Phillies taking on the Diamondbacks. In terms of yesterday's recap, we got a dustpan to the face. We go 0-2. We had the Phillies winning. They didn't. We had the Houston Astros winning. They didn't. Yet another bad day in this MLB playoff run. But the good news is that we've been a lot better at player props during this MLB playoff run than we have game picks, right? And we do have 2 player props to lock in today's video, as well as a money line lean here. But yeah, the player props, we've had a much better success rate here. If you just found this channel in the last couple weeks or MLB playoffs, you're probably like, this guy stinks, which I kind of tell you that, you know, we make fun at it, we poke fun at it. I am wearing a Fade Me shirt. We got Fade Me in the background of each and every video, but we did have a phenomenal NBA season. Prior to the playoffs, we were up 35 plus units. As of right now, we're sitting right around 25 units. So we have dumped some units down the toilet in the MLB playoffs this season, but nonetheless, it has been a successful year to all the guppies that are just showing up being like, you suck, you suck, you suck. If you just found me, I can't really argue that because the picks have been not all that great, right? But we do not suck. But nonetheless, we have sucked. I would put it like that. We can agree to disagree on the long term, but I can't really argue the short term. But if you guys are still here, if you are sticking around and just supporting and watching each and every day, whether or not you're riding the picks, fading the picks, anything like that, you know, I always encourage you guys to do your own research, and this could be part of your research, or you could just tune in for a good time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Enough rambling here. I got one thing to talk about before we jump into today's video, and then we can go ahead and get on with the picks. But I'm talking about OddsJam, guys. Right now, Prize Picks, the DFS app, and Sleeper, the DFS app, have 2 free squares out for NBA. Klay Thompson over on Sleeper, and then Prize Picks has Steph Curry. OddsJam has a tool that can help you guys capitalize on that. By the way, I have links for both of those apps in my pinned comment. You guys can get 100% of your first deposit match. But this is about OddsJam being able to make money over on those DFS apps right now. If you take a peek here, this is the Prize Picks optimizer that they have on their site. You can see all the percent chance to hit based on sportsbooks odds of Prize Picks play. So this is the Steph Curry one. If you really wanted to pair it with something tonight, you could look at Nicholas Backstrom under 0.5 points. You can see sportsbooks have it at 135. Let me get my camera out of here. 135, 140, minus 151, that type of thing. What OddsJam does, and this is just one of the tools that they offer, is takes all of the odds for sportsbooks, compares them, and lets you know the percent chance to hit based on sportsbook data. You can get 7 days free with the link in the pinned comment, as well as 25% off your first month if you use code GUYBOSS. It also helps directly support me, so go check that out, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the game here. Again, Phillies taking on the Diamondbacks. My immediate lean in this game is going to be Phillies money line, and I'm putting my trust in Ranger Suarez, who was someone that I didn't like to trust necessarily throughout the entire season, but he's been pretty nails in the playoffs. So far in his playoff starts, 0.64 ERA with a 0.64 whip. Last start against Arizona here, 5 1/3, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 12.9 pitches per inning. This is a guy that pitched very, very well against the team that he's going up against today. And this is obviously a team that Arizona, they do struggle against lefties. In terms of the playoffs, they've been batting fairly well, but on the season, they're a bottom 10 team in terms of on base percentage against lefties and bottom half in terms of average against lefties. As the season concluded, in their last 32, bottom 10 team in terms of average, bottom 6 team in terms of on base percentage. WRC plus weren't great against lefties. So hopefully Ranger Suarez can continue that success. It is a lot of juice to be paying, right? Because this Phillies offense hasn't been batting well either. So if we look at their last 5 for both teams here, you have the Diamondbacks, who are batting 180 against lefties in their last 5. But the Phillies are only batting 218. So yes, that 180 sounds crazily bad, but 218 is pretty damn bad as well. So this could be a risky bet for the juice you're paying at minus 170. But I do still think that this is a Phillies team that deserves to be in the World Series here over this Diamondbacks team. If the Diamondbacks get there, I kind of love the sort of both underdogs coming out of the clouds to do this, because even though Texas was on top of Houston for the majority of the year, heading into these playoffs, like Houston's the playoff team, right? And Texas was not. So I will say that I'll be glad just to see the underdog. But in terms of personal bets, I like the Phillies tonight. I'm going up against Brandon Brandon Fadat, who obviously we faded plenty. We faded plenty this season, but the guy's also been nails in the playoffs, so I'll give him his flowers there. But I just think the Phillies find a way to get this done here. Even in terms of bullpen, I've been saying it all along. These are two fairly even bullpens. Arizona's has been coming along, but if the Phillies bullpen can just kind of do their job, I think they can hold off Arizona for pulling out any late runs here as well. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Phillies on the money line. In terms of a total, I like the under 8.5. I've been saying it's tough to take unders with these Phillies bats, but they've been cold, and Arizona does not bat lefties well, like I said, so I like the under as well. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if both of those or one of those or whatever makes it into the final plays, but we can move on to the player props here, guys, because my first player prop I really do like here, and we're going to be looking at Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks here, over 0.5 singles. You can get that at -115 over on DraftKings as of right now. He's hit this in 8 straight games. Okay, and then in this series, obviously he's hit it every game as well if he's hit it in 8 straight. But what I'll say about this is going up against Ranger Suarez, who, like I said, he likes I like Ranger Suarez against the Diamondbacks today, not necessarily against Ketel Marte. His average jumps to 313 against lefties, and he has 17 plate appearances against Ranger Suarez, an average of 400. 6 hits, and all of them are singles. So I like him to get a single today. I don't mind his over hits, runs, and RBIs if you're a little scared of the potential, you know, of him hitting a double or something like that and not getting or an RBI or a home run even, right? And not getting a specific single. But I do like the -115 odds over the -130 you'd get for his hits, runs, and RBI. So Ketel Marte over 0.5 singles there. We don't need him to go deep. We don't need a double. We don't need a triple. We just need a single. We don't even care about RBIs or anything. All right, next player prop we're looking at is on the other side, Brandon Marsh over 0.5 bases. So this is a guy that his average jumps damn near actually 15 points from 277 to 292 when going up against a right-handed pitcher here. And Brandon Fadat throws a lot of fastballs. Almost half of his pitches are fastballs. We see Brandon Marsh, two Brandons kind of screwing with me here. His WOBA jumps up to 419 when batting against fastballs here, and obviously he likes to hit the righty fastball as well. He's also had gotten at least 1 base in 8 straight games and all 6 games this season as well. So I like him in this spot. I think that this Phillies offense is really going to lock it in, obviously, today, and I think Brandon Marsh is the guy to get on base as well, or to get a hit here. So Ketel Marte over 0.5 singles, Brandon Marsh over 0.5 bases, and then I'm leaning towards the Philly side of things as well as the under. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment 7.5 if you guys are still watching and rocking with me here, because you've made it 7.5 minutes into the video. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.